Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Night Racing at Kentucky Speedway. Tonight we're presenting the NMNTS ARCA series for the Disabled and Military Veterans Racing. Brought to you by our sponsors, SimSpec PC Towers and Hancock Oil Can. Both of them have websites. You can check out SimSpec PC Towers at www.sim-spec.com and www.oilhancocks.com. Go check them out and use promo code Thunder17 for Oil Hancocks. Well, Dewey, we got an exciting night here tonight at Kentucky Motor Speedway of 125 laps of exciting racing in the ARCA cars. How's everything going for you tonight, buddy, and what do you see shaping up?
Well, it's going well, you know. I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm curious to see if anyone can kind of keep up with the two fast guys since we started doing these broadcasts over here. That's Tyler Justice and Mike Bruno. You know, see if anybody's got anything for them guys. So it'll be interesting, you know, see if anyone's got a better handle on this track than they do. And I think there's going to be some good racing. You know, Kentucky, it provides pretty good racing from what I've seen, and it should be exciting.
Yeah, it definitely will be. That's for sure. Those two guys are on that SimSpec team, PC team. They've been fast in every race we've done. I'm looking forward to some other guys picking up the pace here during this race. It looked like Jared Beasley was the quickest in practice tonight, so it'd be interesting to see if he can step up and hold that pace throughout the race.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know, there's a lot of guys that have been fast. They just haven't had good luck. So, you know, hopefully it turns around, and you know we can see some good action here. Should be getting rolling here shortly with qualifying, and then we'll dive right into the race.
It looks like we're going to be going off here. The first one going to be off tonight. Looks like to be, is it Terry Mason, followed by Derek Robinson will be the first two cars off tonight. They're going to be running 2 laps of qualifying tonight, Dewey. Kentucky's a pretty interesting track. At least we're going to be able to see a lot of good side-by-side racing, especially down the front stretch. A lot of guys like to dip below the white line, as you say, and run down by the infield coming through past start-finish. But you've got a multi-lane track, a lot of aggressive driving, and room to make sure it gets done. So, you know what? We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's going to be exciting. And we should be getting qualifying going on here any minute now.
Another interesting thing is everybody was within 1 second of one another through practice. So definitely a lot of competitive cars out there for practice, and that should make for a competitive evening of racing.
Dewey, looks like the first car going out tonight is going to be the 75 of Terry Mason. He's going to be followed by the 818 of Derek Robinson.
Terry Mason on track now. Terry Mason, your current points leader here in the ARCA standings with the NMNTS.
Yeah, with as positive as his results have been all year, it makes you wonder if he might have been doing a little sandbagging in practice this afternoon to make sure he got the first chance to get out on a fresh track for qualifying. I can't say that I would do much different, Dewey. You know, why not?
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I mean, you want to get a good qualifying time. You know, positions matter a lot, especially whenever you're racing against a tough field. So any advantage that you can get, I say go ahead and take it. There's nothing wrong with that.
That's for sure. As competitive as it is here, its first lap going around was a 30 with a 7.5. So he picked up a tenth and a half from practice. Let's see what he can do on a second lap. Terry Mason in 75, Dewey drives for Riot Motorsports. His teammate would be Justin Richter, and I don't know if I see him in the field tonight or not.
Second lap slower than the first. Next car on the track, 69 car, that is John Barron. John Barron looks 11th in points currently. He's looking for a good night here and maybe put himself into the top 10 in the point standings. .052 for John, a little bit worse than his practice, and he's into the wall a little bit here in the second lap.
Two. That's going to do it. He's going to have to stick with the 31.05. Old John's going to have to do some picking up during the race and see if he can't move up to the front.
Next up, the 99, Mr. Ronald White takes the green.
Ronald White driving the iRacing, and I Analyze Racing Impala SS for HRL Motorsports. He was able to pick up a good tenth and a half on his, 2/10 that time on his first lap qualifying for practice. So he's been able to made some adjustments after practice and was able to pick up some time, Dewey.
Definitely, Ronald White trying to get a good finish here. 37th in points right now, so he needs to make a big jump here. Right now he's got quick time. Let's see what he can do. 30.517. That's his better lap on lap 2. Next up, 22, the old man Billy Hargrove.
Billy Hargrove had a pretty good run going last week, Dewey, in the 22 Kingsford Impala SS. You know, him and his son, looks like DJ Hargrove for Go Fast Racing. They've been running pretty good together out here. You know, I've got a chance to talk to Billy a couple times. Goes by the old man. Pretty good dude to talk to. Really fun interview, Dewey. Super nice guy. He's out here having a blast, running laps as many as he can, trying to be as competitive as he can. Really fun to watch him drive and his son DJ together. It's nice that you can have a father-son in the same league out here.
Yeah, definitely. He's got quick time right now, 30.304 on lap 1. See if he can improve here on lap number 2.
That is a 4/10 improvement over practice. That's pretty impressive a gain right there. He made some good changes in the break there.
First lap was faster. Next out in the 74 car looks to be Jesse Mason. Jesse Mason currently 10th in points. So 30.881 for his first lap. A little bit of damage to the right side of the 74. Might have tagged the wall. Did it
Oh,
again here out of
did
2.
get the wall again out of turn 2. Looks like if you got to be careful, it looks like turn 2 is going to be pretty tight tonight. There'll be a lot of cars trying to get into it too quick and just can't get the rear wheel to turn the corner.
Definitely. Next out on the track, 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. coming around to take the green.
Gordon's running the mellow yellow Lumina tonight. Last week he had the City Chevrolet. I'm liking the throwback paint from the old days with Thunder paint schemes.
Yeah, he's definitely busting out some cool paint schemes here week in and week out.
Gordon ran a 30 with a 5
points
during practice. Let's see if he can improve on that number.
Fourth quick, 30.821 for Gordon Larson Jr. here. A little bit slower than his practice time. See if he can get it on lap 2 here.
He was able to pick up a good
30.461.
tenth and a half over his first for practice time. 30.461. You got 25, DJ Hardgrove, the fisherman, the other half of Hardgrove Racing, or excuse me, Go Fast Racing.
Let's see if DJ can lay down a good lap here and maybe knock his dad off the pole.
So he's got some pretty good speed coming out of turn 4. Going to be going just about 180 miles an hour at the stripe.
Picked up second there. He won't be able to do it. 30.4 on the second lap. David Levine taking the green flag here in the 59 car.
Julie, I'm going to see if I can't catch up to, let's see here. Oh, I was going to run down and try to catch a word with Billy, but he's not up in TeamSpeak right now.
Here on his first lap, Levine hits the wall out of 2. David rolls through 3 and 4 here. A little bit better on the lap. No contact with the wall. .885, so he only gets to 7th.
Now on the track, we got the No Brakes TV sponsored 24 Chevrolet of Alan Westman. We picked him up, see if you can't figure out a good sponsor for him this week, and hopefully he can pick up and improve on his practice time from earlier. Alan Westman is out of Gisborne, Minnesota. He wanted me to tell you tonight, hopefully to welcome all his friends, his family that are watching tonight on the broadcast. Glad you could tune in and looking forward to see Alan do a good job tonight.
See what he gets here on his first lap. 30.319, that's second. Ooh, you got a little loose there. 30.9, a little slower, but second quick for Alan Westman. David Eason on the track now in the 62 car. He takes the green.
Looks like David will be running the purple Johnson & Johnson No More Tears Impala SS tonight for HLL Motorsports.
19th in points right now for David. .31.051 first lap, 9th quick currently. Up to 6th, 30.729. Jason Alexander on track now in the 5 machine. Jason is sitting second in the point series currently. He is currently 46 points behind Terry Mason. Clocks in 5th quick, 30.468. So he will take that time and pull off the track. '86 car, Clayton Curtis now on track.
He'll be riding the SRP Chevy Impala SS tonight. Looks like 16's race promotions car.
Clayton Curtis 35th in points. He's got a lot of work to do to get himself up towards the top. He had a good time in practice. We'll see if he can lay down a good one here for qualifying.
Yeah, I'd say, Dewey, if any of the top 10 practice run times can improve on their times, it's going to be pretty impressive times going on. And it seems like so far everybody's had an opportunity to improve. It looks like he improved by 2/10 that round, so good run for him here. Hopefully he can hold on to the top spot and get himself a good finish tonight.
Yeah, 30.124, blazing fast time. He is now on the pole. Cody West on track now in the 77 car. Curtis's second lap was slower. Cody West is 32nd in points. So he's got some work to do here. He's in a throwback good wrench scheme there. See what Cody West can pull for lap number 1. .285 puts him in second place here. Cody's coming across the stripe here for his second lap. 30.4. On track here, the 81 of Andrew Cardinal. See what he can grab here.
Dewey, I was able to catch up with the number 77 of Cody West. Cody, you got your ears on, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, that's a pretty quick time. You threw down there 30.1. Good improvement of almost 2/10 over your practice time. What'd you think of the track, and tell us about your lap?
Track's pretty tight. It's going to be a lot of making sure your tires don't wear out too fast here, I think. I don't know. I feel okay about tonight, but you never know what's going to happen.
Now, are you currently a member of DLR?
Not technically, but I will be next season.
Ah, cool. Well, I like the paint scheme tonight. The car looks fast as all get out, so hopefully that number 1 spot will hold up.
Hopefully.
You got anybody you want to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank Brad for actually making that paint for me. He did it a long time ago for me, and I was like, thank him a lot. David, he helps me a lot with practice and such. That's about it.
All right, appreciate it. Looking forward to a good run from you tonight. Hopefully we'll get to talk to you a little later.
Sounds good. Have a good one.
You too.
Andrew Cardinal clocked in 8th quick with a 30.5. Now on the track is Bradley Wilson in the 88 car. .294 Tommy V. That's the slowest lap so far by any driver. See if he can pick it up here on lap 2.
Bradley Wilson's running part-time for WFO Motorsports in the number 88 car AC Delco Impala Chevrolet SS tonight. He also happens to be the league owner, so I'm looking forward to seeing a good run out of him tonight and getting a good top 10, top 5 finish.
Up to 8th with a 30.481.
Tonight's going to be an interesting race, Dewey. Again, we are at another track that likes to eat up tires. We've got 125 laps we're going to be running. It'll be interesting to see, one, how long our green flag runs are going to last, if we're going to make it through the full field window, or two, what kind of pit strategy these boys are going to pull out tonight.
Definitely interesting thoughts here going into this race. As the 92 of Christopher Matthews comes around to take lap 1. He clocks in 3.314. That's 4th quick. .5, a little slower. Next,
yeah, it looks like he can end up with fourth on the grid at this point with 5 cars to go. Looks like the 12's running his lap right now. Corey Walters in the number 12 Haviland Impala SS.
Corey Walters 22nd in points. 30.8, 14th quick here on lap number 1.
Although Corey was able to improve on his second lap tonight, Dewey, he's a little bit about 4/10 off his practice speed, so He's going to be starting a little further back than I think he anticipated. Looks like we have the 78 of Austin Jones on the track now. He ran 4th quickest in practice, so let's see what kind of lap he's able to put up. He was at a 30.235 in practice earlier tonight, and let's see if he's able to improve on his time.
And he sits 7th in points right now, so definitely some big implications here for some of these guys who are in the top 10 in points, trying to get a good starting spot. Second quick, 30.158. That was a great lap. Forfeits the second lap. Now, the 19, Mike Bruno on the track. th in points for Mike Bruno.
Mike Bruno's a member of MR Motorsports. They've got 5 drivers out there tonight from MR Motorsports looking to run pretty good. SimSpec PC Towers is his sponsor. And they're also our sponsor tonight in the race for SimSpec PC and Hancock Oil Can for tonight's Kentucky 125 lap race for the disabled military veterans racing in the ARCA series.
Comes in 8th quick, 30.446. Mike Bruno has 2 wins on the season here with the ARCA NMNTS series.
Oh, and he kisses the wall on second lap. That will nullify his time. He's going to be settling with an 8th place starting time of 30.446.
Next out, Tyler Justice. SimSpec number 7.
2 drivers to go. We'll have to see if Clayton Kurtz is going to hold on to the ARCA P1 award from SimSpec PC Towers.
Tyler Justice 16th in points, and he has got 3 wins on the year here. And there's your pole time, snagged by Tyler Justice, 30.037. Forfeits his second lap, and last but not least, the 114, Jared Beasley, on track to take his time. Jared Beasley, 31st in points. Into the wall hard out of 2.
That's going to knock his time down on the second lap pretty good. So that looks like tonight Tyler Justice is going to be the SimSpec PC Towers ARCA P1 award winner.
We'll see if the damage affects lap number 2 here for 114.
Yeah, he's going to have a little bit of trouble putting in a decent time. Do he look like he's about 5 miles an hour slower going into turn 1 this lap?
Sixteenth quick. Tyler Justice is quick time.
Yeah, he'll pick up
Clayton
the
Curtis.
ARCA SimSpec PC Tower Quick Time Award tonight. did a pretty good job getting around there and was able to improve his lap time by about 200ths. But you know what? 200ths is 200. That's all he needed to do to take over that top spot tonight, Dewey.
Definitely, and I'm hearing from race control, right? I think the old man, Billy Hargrove, clocked in 5th quick. He is going to go to the tail by choice, so that'll shuffle everybody up. And he laid down a good lap, so it'll be interesting to see if that 22 car can charge from the back up to the front. Well,
Looks
maybe
like we had
not.
Clayton Kurtz finish P2 in qualifying tonight. I'm going to see if I can't grab him for a quick interview.
While he's trying to catch up with him, Austin Jones sits 7th in points. He's got 4 victories here with the ARCA Series. Tyler Justice has 3. Mike Bruno has 2. Driver 9 to 10 to Spence Thompson has 2. Daniel Hill has 1. So a couple guys with some wins that are not in attendance here tonight. But Tyler Justice looking for win number 4 on the season here with the ARC Series. For all of you tuning in here, I want to say thank you for watching us on YouTube. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, No Breaks TV. The NMNTS, they also have a Facebook. Make sure to like them and be able to go along with race results and points and all that on their Facebook page. Make sure to subscribe and like our videos on YouTube. That helps us out quite a bit and gets us out there more and more and makes it easier for a lot more viewers to come in and watch all the racing action. Tommy V, were you able to catch up with them?
I was able to catch up with our number P2 position starter tonight, Clayton Kurtz. Clayton, tell us about that lap you ran. Pretty doggone quick.
Yeah, I've been practicing for this one. It's been a while since I've been in the NMNTS race, so it's good to be up in the front row.
Yeah, definitely. You improved by 2 tenths over the your practice time earlier tonight. So anybody out there, what'd you think of the track at that point in the time when you were able to go on?
When I was on there, it was pretty good. It was hair tight, but it was all right. I'm expecting a big change for the race, though.
Yeah, definitely. How do you anticipate the race playing out for you?
Well, I'd love to go out here and win, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Tyler's pretty quick everywhere we go, so.
True, but it only takes one little incident for him to get into, and you can take over that spot. See it happening. Anything can happen here at Kentucky for 125 laps.
Yep, that's very true.
Looks like we're getting ready to grid up. Anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
I'd love to thank WFO, Bradley, big help getting me on board in a car here. And SRP, LaSalle Speedway, big help.
Perfect. Well, we'll let you get out and grid and have a good race tonight. We look forward to watching you.
Alrighty, thank you.
Cars loading up onto pit road, getting ready to go green here for 125 laps of Kentucky, Tommy. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, Dewey. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We got some great quality drivers. We were on board with these guys last night for our first race of the year, and it was a lot of fun to watch them. It's going to be interesting again tonight to see how these guys are able to get around this oval here at 1.5 miles oval with 4 turns here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. Just want to give a big shout out before we get going here to the Disabled Military Veterans Racing for coming on board this season with the ARCA Series at NMNTS. Also want to say thanks to our sponsors tonight, SimSpec PC and Hancock Oils. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight, dude. It's going to be some competitive racing. Looks like we're going to get ready to go around the track here shortly. "24 drivers on the track tonight, Dewey. It's going to be some exciting runs around here. Anybody, who are you predicting tonight?"
Well, it's hard to go against the 7 car of Tyler Justice or the 19 of Mike Bruno. They're always so fast. And, you know, like Clayton Curtis was saying, it's almost anywhere they go, they seem to figure it out. But I'm going to kind of go out on a limb here. I'm just going to throw a crazy wild guess at it, but I'm going to go with the old man, Billy Hargrove in the 22. He elected to not start from the tail, so I want to see the old man get up there, lead some laps, and see if he can't get the victory here at the tough field.
Yeah, it'll be fun to see him get up there and get behind the wheel and drive that thing as hard as he can and get by those guys and maintain his position. You know what, I got a couple other cars out there I want to take a look at, but obviously I'm a little partial to the 24 of Alan Westman out of Gisborne, Minnesota in the No Brakes TV car tonight. Like to see a good representation there for a company, but other than that, let's go racing. They're going green now, buddy.
Yes, sir, on the hammer. Green flag here at Kentucky.
Looks like the 7 got a pretty good push from the 78 going in. Austin Jones coming into turn 1 off the restart.
Austin Jones all over the back 7. Tyler Justice down the back straightaway. He wants the lead and he wants it early.
In the back here, we got them 3 wide going into turn 3. Coming out, they're going to be 2 by 2. Tell you what, the 22 of Billy Hargrove's holding his own up there, Dewey, running around in 6th position right now.
I bet he's glad he did not start from the tail.
Yeah, I agree. Out of Lakewood, Florida. Looks like he's getting pushed right now by the number 25 of his kid, DJ Hargrove. So that should be some pretty interesting racing coming up here in the DuPont car.
The battle for 11th right now is really good. Gordon Larson Jr., Andrew Cardinale are side by side. David Heiza and Corey Walters are right there with them. They were 3 wide at one point. These guys are still battling it out. Gordon Larson trying the high side. Andrew Cardinale able to get underneath them here and get a little bit of an advantage.
Oh,
74 car turn around. 59 involved. 75, Terry Mason, your points leader, involved. As they were coming out of turn 4, John Barron just barely got into him, and they were hooked together, and Mason had nowhere to go.
That was a tough break right there, getting caught up in the centipede car for Terry Mason. You know, the 1 car of the 69 just kind of looked like he came down a little early and caught the right rear of the 74, turning them up across the front of the track. Tough break for the 75, leading the points. Looks like we should be seeing some pit roll action coming up here soon, Dewey.
I'll be curious to see if anybody comes down. Only a handful of laps are in currently. But as we heard from some of the drivers and just the knowledge of this track in general, we know that it eats up tires.
That's for sure. The leader's picking up the pace car here in turn 2. We'll get back down to pace speed.
'59 David Levine, he is on pit road with some damage. Right behind him in the 32, that's Ryan Broderick. He is also on pit road. 43 of Craig Learman, he is on pit road. Of course, Terry Mason, he is on pit road trying to get that damage repaired on his machine. John Barron on pit road as well, trying to get some damage fixed. For the most part, the leaders stayed out. Top 5, Tyler Justice is all on the point. Austin Jones is in second. Clayton Curtis in third. Cody West fourth. And Christopher Matthews is in fifth.
Looked like during that run, DJ was able to hold off, or Billy was able to get by DJ, or excuse me, Billy was able to hold off DJ Hargrove in that run. They're running currently in 6th and 7th position as we speak. All kinds of different strategies going to be playing out now, Dooley. After 5 of 7 laps, we have a few guys decided to pit. The other guys, it looks like the top 7, 8, 9 cars stayed on the track. So it'll be interesting to see how long their tires are, if they do hold up against those guys that have pit and got fresh tires. Looks here tonight, Derek Robinson so far in that first run has made the biggest move. He started in the back in 24th position, moved his way up to 16th and moved up 8 positions. A few other guys are right in there too, as well as Ryan Broderick. Started out 27th quickest and moved his way up to 18th position at this time. Your leader, the 7 car, Tyler Justice, had turned the quick lap of the race on lap 2 at 30 with a 1.68. Looks like he's dropped off considerably, going through about 2 to 3 tenths a lap. So that gives you a good indication right there of how hard you have to run and how much you have to take care of your tires to be successful out here. Those tires are going to go away and those speeds are going to drop continuously at lap after lap. We're getting ready to go green here shortly. Lights are out on the pace car. Next time by will be a green flag. Let's see if the 78 has anything for Tyler Justice on the restart tonight. Austin M. Jones running in the Wolfpack Performance number 78. Ladies and gentlemen out there, looks like you're riding on board right now with the 22 Kingsford of Billy Hargrove. Coming up in the restart.
We're back underway here at Kentucky.
Billy, one half of the team of Go Fast Motorsports. DJ Hargrove, his son, is the other team member. Looks like Billy's got a pretty good jump on the front. He's holding his own in 6th position going up the backstretch. And here comes the 19 on the inside of Billy of Mike Bruno, taking away the 5th place, or excuse me, the 6th place position, but Billy's fighting back on the high side.
They're just 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 behind them. Great racing action going on here. Clayton Curtis, under fire from Cody West for 3rd. Looks like Cody West is going to get him here into 1, but Curtis is not going away on the outside.
He's going to go 3 wide on the backstretch with the 25, 88, and the 24. The 24 thinks better of it and backs off and lets the 88 move up into the corner.
Christopher Matthews now on the inside of Clayton Curtis. Right on the bumper of the 77. This battle for 3rd is really heating up. Clayton Curtis trying to make the high side work. But it seems Matthews is going to get him here on the bottom of can 4. But Curtis is not going to go down without a fight. Now Mike Bruno, contact with the 86, sends him spinning in turn 1. Bruno into the wall.
Oh, that's too bad. He took out the 2nd place qualifier, Caden Kurtz, on that one. I have to go back and take a look, see if we see incidental contact or not, do we? I'll be right with you.
It looks like the field was able to dodge the 86 because he stayed up towards the top of the track. 86 with a little bit of damage on his machine.
That looked like the 19 was just moving down to try to get under him, and then 86 came down too. He just got to his bumper, got him a little loose, spun him around. I don't think they collected too much damage to it.
It doesn't seem to be anything too awfully bad, but definitely something that he'll need to come down pit road and get worked on. But we are a little ways in here, so if the rest of the leaders come down pit road, he might not be too bad off here. As the 19 does have damage on his machine as well.
And it looks like everybody's coming down pit road. Oh, the
Christopher
92
Matthews stays out. David Levine staying out.
Looks like our lucky dog will be the number 75, Terry Mason. He'll get to make up one of his laps.
'19 overshot his pit, as well as the 25, DJ Hargrove. Mike Bruno able to get a pretty good pit stop after that little mishap.
Staying out tonight. Yeah, it looks like Christopher Matthews stayed out. David Levine, Ryan Broderick, and Craig Winterman. in the Monster Energy 43 car. Sounds like we had a lot of excitement down there on pit road. Guys coming a little bit hot into their boxes. That could cost them a position or two leaving pit road, Dewey.
Definitely. The 92 is now on pit road with Christopher Matthews.
Not a bad play. It looks like he wanted to stay out there and lead a lap and collect those bonus points for leading a lap here. Pretty good idea if you have the opportunity to, running for points, to get a chance to lead a lap. Take advantage of it, come back in, get your pit, get your fresh tires, and start working your way back through the field.
Most definitely. Clayton Curtis able to get out of the pit area just as the cars were rolling by to avoid going a lap down. Trying to get the damage on his car fixed.
So David Levine in the 59 Impala SS for DLR Motorsports is going to be taking us to the green flag, Dewey. Good to see him up there. Last week he was pretty quick. He came from pretty far back and was able to finish in the top 10, I think.
Yeah, he was one of those guys that had to come in and get some damage repaired on that first yellow. So he did not have to pull down here during the second yellow.
That's one thing
so
about
David Levine, Ryan Broderick, and Craig Learman are the first three cars. They did not come down pit road. Everybody behind them will have fresh tires.
It's one thing about Kentucky Speedway. It's all about track precision, Dewey. Those guys want to stay out. Not a bad decision to make. The clean air up front, you're able to go faster and set your own line and run your pace. Make those guys behind you try to get around you. Any chance you can improve your track position, I would say go for it here at Kentucky Speedway.
I definitely agree with you there. Track position plays a big part in a lot of these racetracks, especially a track like Kentucky, where it seems like a lot of guys are just trying to dive it down to the bottom. But the lights are out on the pace car. So next time by, David Levine and Ryder Broderick should lead us to the green flag. Here we go. We're back underway here at Kentucky.
59 got a huge jump, Dewey, to get himself up into clean air moving along.
We're 3 rides per second. Austin Jones trying to make a move here. That allows Cody West and Tyler Justice to be right up on him. Austin Jones with a great move around the 43, now to the inside of the 32. Great battle for second here. Tyler Justice searching all over the track as well. They are gaining on the 59 quickly. I have to say, Tommy V, Broderick in that 32 is not going away there on them older tires.
No, he's holding his own pretty good. Looks like we've got some good racing going back on here in the back as well. The 24 is able to get by the 62, and the 114 is going to also take a spot from him going into turn 3. We got Gordon. Gordon Larson Jr. battling with Billy Hargrove in the 22. Coming into turn one, looks like Gordon's going to have him at the stripe.
They have caught the 59. Battle for the lead. 3 wide. Tyler Justice down to the inside of Austin Jones. David Levine on the high side. They're 3 wide for the lead coming out of 4.
Austin
Tyler
Jones,
Justice will get credit for that
78's
lap.
been showing a lot of good speed tonight, Dewey. Looks like Tyler Justice was able to work his way back, but I think Austin Jones found a pretty quick line through 1 and 2. He was able to drive around the outside of Tyler Justice and take the lead back.
Now, that was a great move there. He just went 1 lane above, used a little bit of side draft, and got by that 7 car. Austin Jones now your leader.
Out running in that clean air, he's able to hold off the 7 of Tyler Justice. He's got a good run going. Last time by, he was 2/10 quicker, Dewey. Let's see where he ends up this time by. Looked like Tyler gained a 10th that lap, and he goes to the bottom to try to get him out of 1 and 2. 32's got a huge run coming up the outside. He's going to get to the bumper to the 7. He's got to back out of it. Lose a little bit of momentum going into turn 3. We got some exciting side-by-side racing here for second place. I think the 32's found something, Dewey.
Yeah, definitely on them older tires. He is looking good. Another car I want to talk about that has snuck his way into the top 5 real quietly is the 88, Bradley Wilson. Keep an eye out for him as he has worked his way up there. Looking good on the track right now, sitting in 4th.
Like the 88 Bradley Wilson
second.
doing his work on the 78. He got to his left rear corner paddle going into 1 and 2, coming into 3. He goes to the bottom and shoots forward. Can he hold on to it? Oh, he comes up a little bit and gets into him. Able to take the position though. That opened up the door.
Jones was running good. Now he is going backwards as the 19 of Mike Bruno looks to get around him as well. David Levine and Cody West are all right there on their bumper as well.
Yeah, it looked like the 88 was able to come up and take the momentum away from the 78, opening up the door for the 19 to get by. It looks like the 77 is coming hard also.
Ryan Broderick on older tires looking great out there right now. He is keeping pace with the 7 of Tyler Justice. '77 into the wall. Cody West, major damage on the right side of that car. Able to keep it rolling in the correct direction, so we will stay green here. It's a tough break for Cody West as he was running really good up until that point.
Yeah, Cody started out in the 4th position. He's all the way back now to the, looks like the 21st. Getting ready to go a lap down. He's going to have to get to pit road here pretty quick maybe and get this fixed.
Another car that has a lot of damage after contact with the wall. That's the 86 of Clayton Curtis. He is on pit road, so getting that repaired as well.
So like we've got Mike Bruno challenging for the 3rd place on the bottom and inside of the 88 of Bradley Wilson. Cannot get the position. The 88's able to hold him off. Looks like Tyler Justin's opened up a little bit of gap in front of the 2nd place 32 tied car.
And about a half a second for Tyler Justice. Looks like those new tires are starting to come in a little bit better for him. So Ryan Broderick still holding his own here, sitting in second place, not doing too bad. Battle for third is still raging on. Bradley Wilson, Mike Bruno side by side here.
That time around, Ryan Broderick was 2/10 quicker than the leader, so he's holding his own. Looks like we're going to be
definitely running a good race.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like hopefully we'll get to see some green flag pit stops coming around this section.
And Mike Bruno makes his way past Bradley Wilson. That is for third. And Austin Jones also looking to get by Bradley Wilson.
I'm not sure if the slip up on the move in the 24 car. He's got a big run on the 88. The 88 must have got into the wall or something. He just gave up 2 positions quick. That Alan Weston's moving into the 6th place, following the 59 through. Looks like he hung on, saved his tires for a while. He's moving through the field pretty quick now. We're going to go 3 wide into turn 1 with Weston on the bottom, 59 in the center, and Bradley Wilson on the outside. Looks like the 59 gives them space and lets them go through. Oh, we got a little tap, did Weston did from the 59. Got a little loose. Gathers it back up, going back down the backstretch.
Ryan Broderick has caught up to the bumper of Tyler Justice. I'm not sure if the 7 car had slipped up or if the 32 car is just really coming alive again.
Tough break for the 24. He had the 59 get into him just a little bit. Lost a bunch of momentum. He's going to drop back from 6th position to 9th. Gathers it back up, get back in the groove, and see if he can march it back forward.
Definitely a tough break as Tyler Justice really just laid down a great lap. Put 3/10 between him and Ryan Broderick.
Don't look now, dude, but the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. is making a big charge. He's moved up to 8th position, and he's gaining on the 59.
This is definitely one of the longer green flag runs that we have had so far this evening. And for some of these guys, we might be getting a little close to the pit stop time, as I think some guys took 2 tires, some guys took 4 tires. A lot of strategy being played out, so we will see how soon and when these guys will have to start coming down pit road. But Gordon Larson Jr. is looking for 7th place from David Levine here, as he is all over his bumper. 59, able to get by the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. Gordon Larson Jr. going to shoot down to the bottom, try and follow through.
Looks like we've got about 21 laps so far in this green flag run, Dewey. It's good to see this long green, to see these guys who have saved their car a little bit able to start moving up through the field. Gordon Larson Jr. is looking to the bottom, try to pick up 7th place over the 81. The 81 goes to the high side outside of the 59. We got some pretty good action back here in the mid-pack.
Yeah, definitely a great battle here for 6th. As the 24 of Alan Westman and the 92 of Christopher Matthews are also right there, and they are catching the 88 of Bradley Wilson. Alan Westman with a huge move down to the inside of the 07 of Gordon Larson, and he'll take that spot.
Yeah, definitely, dude. That's one heck of a move there by the 24, driving in hard into turn 3 to get that position.
I think those guys thought better of all that hard battling, as they are now singled out a little bit. Look, for a moment there, they were going to try and make it 3 or 4 wide. Andrew Cardinale to the inside of 5th place Bradley Wilson. He's going to get him at the stripe. The 81 car is really making some moves here. But if you look up front, Ryan Broderick right on the bumper of Tyler Justice. And he was able to run him down. The 32 car is looking great right now. And he is keeping pace with the 7 car, even though the 7 car has pressure tires. Ryan Broderick gets by the 7 for the lead. Your new leader is Ryan Broderick. Tyler Justice will fall back into 2nd. Great run right now for Ryan. He's got that 32 car hooked up around this racetrack. But the battle for 5th is on. Andrew Cardinale all over Bradley Wilson, and there's a whole pack of cars behind them. Andrew Cardinale trying to make his way around Christopher Matthews, David Levine, Alan Westman, Gordon Larson. They're all right there. This is a big pack racing really hard for 5th.
Yeah, dude, it's one heck of a good racing going on back here. Hopefully, as we get into these longer runs, I think we're up to about 24, 25 laps now on this steel run. The tires are going to start getting slick and greasy. Even though we're out at nighttime right now, but you know what? We'll see. Guys are just going to have to pick and choose when they can get through and when they can't get by to avoid any contact.
Bradley Wilson doing his best to just try and run his line and stay in front of this pack of cars. He gets moved out of his line, he is going to drop probably from 5th to 10th. But he definitely wants to try and keep his car where he's running good. Everybody's trying to find a way around it.
8-car pack here, getting pretty racy. Like to see it. Down to the bottom, 3 wide across the stripe. Pretty exciting racing going back on here for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th place, Dewey.
Looks like Christopher Matthews is really going to be battling Bradley Wilson side by side for 5th. Andrew Cardinale is going to try and follow him around on the high side. Gordon Larson Jr. right there. He's going to look to the high side of the 88 as well. Bradley Wilson just dropped 2 spots. Gordon Larson trying to make it 3.
We're watching all that exciting racing back there. The leader, Ryan Broderick, has opened up almost a full 2nd lead on number 7, Tyler Justice. Ryan Broderick's got one fast rig tonight in the 32 tied car.
It's like he hit the nitrous button, Tommy V. He's just off on a mission right now. Tyler Justice looked to be the fast car, but the 32 said not so fast. Interesting note, 32 of Ryan Broderick, he started at the tail, 27th place.
Now that last lap, Dewey, Ryan was 3/10 quicker than 2nd place car Tyler Justice. Let's see how they match up this time at the stripe. Ryan ran a 31.60. Tyler Justice is 31.69. Pretty solid battle going on their pace and their times anyway, their speeds. They've moved up and opened up front quite a bit, Dewey. What do you see in the back? Anything exciting going on?
Well, battle here between the guys in 8th on back. I mean, it's just a whole pack of cars racing real hard. Bradley Wilson can't seem to get a break as he is just constantly under fire here, and he's making moves himself. But man, there is some great racing as Jared Beasley able to fight through almost that whole pack. He put himself up to 8th. He really worked through that entire pack.
Gordon Larson Jr. up to 7th, running by himself at the moment.
Everybody's starting to settle down a little bit here. Alan Westman challenging Bradley Wilson for the 9th position. Bradley's going to get him into turn 1 here, but Alan Westman looks really good coming off the corners.
I gotta think we're gonna start seeing some green flag stops here in the next 10 to 15 laps. We've gone green now for 31 straight laps. Ryan Broderick just opened up now almost a full 2-second gap on second place car, Tyler Justice.
His car is really working well right now. See if he's able to keep it up there and stay out of trouble, and maybe he can put himself in victory lane. But that's a long way from now. We get a lot of battles going on. Bradley Wilson.
Oh, the 43 is falling in the center. 24, Westman dives to the bottom with the 88 on the high side and the 22.
Craig Littman with some problems going to pull it down into the pit area and maybe see what's going on with that car. But that created a whole big old jumble here. Bradley Wilson in 9th. Alan Westman under fire from the old man Billy Hargrove, the fisherman DJ Hargrove. We got hard racing going on once again back here. For the 10th position, Bradley Wilson under fire for 9th. DJ Hargrove going to look down to the inside of his dad, Billy Hargrove. Some hard racing going on right now.
Yeah, good to see Billy take that position away, moving up to, what's that, 8th place? Looks like Billy Hargrove's running around in 10th place right now, and DJ on the bottom in 9th. He's going to come back to the outside of the young buck, the fisherman, Billy Hargrove, the old man, showing him how it's done tonight, Dewey.
Billy's running a great race right now. They're in the top 10. They just need to keep the wheels moving here. These guys are definitely fast.
Ryan Broderick has opened up to a 4-second lead, Dewey. He is just driving away from this field.
And Mike Bruno is able to get around Tyler Justice. Austin Jones is also going to look to the inside of Tyler Justice here, trying to take away 3rd. The 7 car fading here on these old tires.
Now, the number 32 tide car, Ryan Broderick, definitely had something figured out at Kentucky tonight, Dewey. Let's see if he can hold on to it. You know, sometimes we're going to start seeing some action coming up here pretty soon. A lot of times we're running this many laps on these tires, these cars kind of get a kind of a push loose feeling. Hopefully, we got some pretty good, talented drivers out here tonight, so they should be able to adapt pretty good to the changing track conditions.
Definitely going to be a fun one here the longer this goes on. Andrew Cardinale currently sits in 6th, was caught by Gordon Larson in 7th, and Jared Beasley caught Gordon Larson. Looks like we might have a battle shaping up for the 6th position here. Gordon Larson on the inside of Andrew Cardinale, the 114. Beasley looking to maybe push it 3 wide, thinks better of it here, heading into turn 3.
Oh!
81 came down on the 7. The 7.
The 7 drifted up just a little bit, got into the 81 of Cardinale. And sent him flying, got him as loose as a goose, and he lost control and hit the outside wall pretty hard, Dewey.
Looks like Gordon Larson just came up a little bit. As Andrew Cardinale came down, Jared Beasley made a little bit of contact with the 81 of Cardinale, but it looks like his car will be okay. Definitely an incidental contact there. Those guys just racing hard on old tires. This is going to change a lot of things. I'm sure Ryan Broderick did not want to see that 5 seconds ahead of Mike Bruno. But one guy who probably did want to see that was the 7 of Tyler Justice.
Yeah, just a tough break. Looks like the 7 of Gordon came up a little bit, got a little bit tight. I don't know. We'll take a look at it here in the replay and see what we can see.
We got everybody coming down pit road. I don't think anyone's going to avoid it. Your first car lap down is David Heiza.
Gordon Larson, the 7, was holding his line, Dewey. It just looked like the 81 was trying to turn down, just wasn't able to clear him. Got it in the side of him and got him loose. Then we got the 22 spinning on pit road, Dewey.
I was listening to the radio chatter of the 32, Ryan Broderick. He missed his pit box.
Wow,
Not
that's
good news for the leader.
That's going to be pretty costly, Dewey. He's going to have to start at the back of the lead lap cars if he comes around the pits again.
A lot of drama on pit road. Billy Hargrove is around the 25. DJ Hargrove has a little bit of damage.
Tough break for the 32, Dewey. Of Ryan Broderick, he's going to have a long ways come back through dirty air and traffic to try to get back up front. The good part is we still got 67 laps to go. Well, there's plenty of time for him to make his way back up through the top, but he's going to surrender that lead to Mike Bruno in the 19 SimSpec TV car. Excuse me, SimSpec PC car. While we got a break in the action, Dewey, I just wanted to say thanks to our sponsors here at the Disabled Military Veterans Racing ARCA race tonight here at Kentucky. Big shout out for Hancock Oils. You can check out their website at www.hancockoils.com and use Thunder17 for a shopping code. Also want to have a big shout out to SimSpec PC tonight. They are also a title sponsor this evening, and you can go through and visit their website at www.simspec.com. And definitely, least but not last, No Breaks TV. Tom Jenks up in the booth providing these amazing camera angles and coverage for us tonight, Dewey. Looking forward to having a good run here in the second half of this race. We're just about halfway through.
Yeah, the action was really good. And definitely a little bit of incidental contact. I don't think the 81 and the 07, meant to get together. They were racing hard. But it seems like everyone's able to continue, no major damage to any of those cars involved.
It'll be interesting to see how hard guys go tonight, Dewey, because you know what cautions bring? Cautions, because those guys get back out there on fresh tires and feel like Superman after running around on 35 lap tires, slipping and sliding all over the place. So it'll be interesting to see who gives aggressive here early and is able to hold on to their position, or who's going to save their equipment for the long run. Maybe we'll get into another 30-35 lap run.
I'm definitely interested to see how this one's going to shake out. A lot of hard racing going on. Mike Bruno, Austin Jones going to lead under the stripe. You'll be riding on board with the 12, Corey Walters here for this restart. Remember to keep an eye on that 32 from the back. Here we go. On the gas. We are green. Tyler Justice with a great start right behind his teammate Mike Bruno.
Well, Corey Walters holding it down around the bottom, going through 1 and 2. Able to hold his position, and Gordon Larson Jr. gets a run on the high side. He digs down to the bottom and is unable to make the pass.
That 07 car, Gordon Larson Jr., running really good here tonight. Another car that's running really good, sitting in 4th place, Bradley Wilson. Had a great pit stop, put himself back up into the 4th position. He's been running the top 5, doing great.
Looks like we have pretty racy up front for the lead here between the 19 And is that the 7 coming up on his inside, or attempted to, Dewey?
Yeah, definitely. Mike Bruno on the point, but Tyler Justice really good on those fresh tires. He's going to try and look to the inside here of the 19, not able to get it done in 1 and 2. To pull alongside him for turns 3 and 4. And he's going to try and get some draft in through here. Interesting to see how these guys play this one out. You know they're trying everything they can under these pit stops to make themselves faster and faster. So it'll be interesting to see how they race each other as their teammates as well. .32 car, Ryan Broderick, he's up to 13th. That is 6 spots. Here in just a couple laps as he's looking to take over the 12th spot from the 81 of Andrew Cardinale. So Ryan Broderick definitely on the move. That car is fast.
Yeah, he is wicked fast tonight. That time turning a lap at 30 with a 53. He is moving, Dewey. .3 quicker than the leader that lap. If he keeps that up, he's going to be back up there in no time.
Tyler Justice going to try and challenge Mike Bruno for the lead. He's going to look down low, but Bruno able to get him there at the line.
Some good side-by-side racing back here right now, Dewey. It looks to be like 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th place, and 9th. You've got Christopher Matthews in the 92 trying to look to the bottom of the 24 of Alan the Snake Westman out of Gisborne, Minnesota. He's got the preferred line coming out of turn 3 and 4, and he's able to take the position.
Definitely some great racing there. 5th, Gordon Larson Jr. on the outside of Levine. Christopher Matthews going to try at the bottom. These guys are going to try and split him here. Gordon Larson Jr. is there. They're 3 wide. Alan Westman trying to follow the 92 of Christopher Matthews here on the bottom, below David Levine and Gordon Larson Jr. way up on the top. Matthews able to get by them both. Gordon Larson Jr. not going away as these guys are battling behind them as well. The 24, Alan Westman, 77, and Cody West are battling hard.
Oh, look out, the 92 got loose coming out of turn 2, and he's going to lose all kinds of momentum. He'll be moving back, Dewey.
That was a great save, though, by Christopher Matthews to keep that car rolling in the correct direction and not take any damage. But in this big, massive pack, don't look now, we're at the 32. Ryan Broderick, he's there. He's
Charging
fighting all
hard
these
on the
guys
high
right
side.
now. He's right behind the 24 of Alan Westman.
Ryan Broderick's able to work his way through this little pack, Dewey. He's going to have a wide open shot at the leaders just to run them down. As we saw
During
last
this whole
run, that
debacle,
32
Tyler
car
Justice
got
took the
faster
lead
and
from Mike
faster
Bruno.
with every lap.
Austin Jones gets to Mike Bruno for second. Mike Bruno able to get him back here on the back straightaway. Good battle for second here as Bradley Wilson was able to catch these guys. Kind of bunch everybody back up.
Gordon Larson Jr. all the way up to 6th place. Looks like the 77 was able to get underneath Andrew Cardinale. Take that position away, and here comes Broderick diving to the bottom, down on the yellow line on the inside of the 24. Oh, the 81 gets a little loose, drops to the bottom, almost takes the nose off the 32.
Ryan Broderick got 9 positions since this restart. He's on the inside of the 77. of Cody West, as he's going to look to try and take that spot away as well.
Oh, 77 gets up into the wall, comes down off the
Oh!
wall, and gathers up the 24 and the 32.
Alan Westman got into the 77. That turned the 77 down right into Broderick, the fastest car on the racetrack.
What a tough break. It looked like the 77 just came up and kissed the wall and wasn't able to hold it up there. Came down and gathered up one of the fastest cars on the track in the 32 Tide of Ryan Broderick. Tough break, I have to say, and then for the cars behind them.
The 77 hit the wall, and that left Alan Westman with nowhere to go. And Ryan Broderick didn't even see that one coming, just blindsided. And that is some massive damage on the 32 as he is smoking heavily. He's going to need to get that car to pit road, see if they can't fix that and not get too far behind here. But laps are winding down, so that might be bad news for the 32 car. Got some takers down on pit road. Looks like
David Levine was able to climb under. That was some good bit of driving by David Levine, recognizing that crash was going on. He was able to drop to the bottom and get by safely.
Everybody went down pit road except for the 74, Jesse Mason. John Barron in the 69, you see him out there, but he is currently 2 laps down. Terry Mason out on the track, he is first car lap down. Clayton Curtis, he's 4 laps down. Derek Robinson is 5 laps down. And Bradley Wilson will lead them off of pit road. Bradley Wilson able to advance from 4th to 1st on pit road and get ahead of the 7th of Tyler Justice.
Jesse Mason, big mover on pit road, was able to move up 6 spots, Dewey. Big loser that
Jesse
time
Mason
down pit
was the
road
car
would
that
have
did
been
not
Alan
go down
Westman
pit
losing
road.
4 positions. Tell you what, Dewey, the 32 Tide cars got one heck of a pit crew. They were able to get him out and get him repaired pretty quick. Get him back up to 13th position, looks like he's going to be when we restart this race.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see how that plays out. And I'm also curious to see if Jesse Mason can hang on with the rest of these guys. He did not go down pit road. Bradley Wilson went from 4th to 2nd here. But he went ahead of all those other guys on pit road, so his crew did a great job getting him back out there. But Jesse Mason's got a lot of fast race cars behind him on fresh tires.
Yeah, it looks like he last pit on lap 61, Dewey, so he's got, you know, right around 14 laps on those tires, but we'll see what happens with that clean air. Oh, as he ducks down to pit road, as we're just talking about it. He did a smart thing there. Some of the other guys doing. Jesse Mason went in and picked up his, got the lead a lap, got those bonus points.
And definitely not a bad idea to try and get those while you can. So Bradley Wilson will be on the point. Tyler Justice to his outside. 3rd place is Mike Bruto. 4th place should be Austin Jones, and 5th should be Corey Walters when we get back going green here.
Just under 50 laps to go, Dewey. It's going to be an exciting last 50 lap run. So we know one thing. Looks like everybody's going to have to make at least one more stop. Hopefully that comes under green flag. If it's a caution, you see, you know, I think their pit window is going to be right around 40 laps, so it should be interesting to see how this works out.
Well, it's going to be exciting either way. The lights on the pace car are out, so we should be getting back going green here. And we will put you on board with the 32 car of Ryan Broderick. This should be exciting. Pace car pulls in. Wilson on the gas. Here we go. Green flag.
Ryan Broderick's got some room to, or some positions to make up in this run again here, Dewey. I think he's got the car to do it, that's for sure. Let's just see if he can get through this traffic without having any incidents. He's coming up hard now on the 22 of Billy Hargrove. He's on the high side. Looks like Billy's going to get in position. No, he moves up and he wants that position for himself. He's going to stay down there in the match light 22 Piggly Wiggly car.
We got a battle for the lead. 19 of Mike Bruno on the inside of the 88 Bradley Wilson. Tyler Justice thinking about trying to make it 3 wide. Better of it sticks with his teammate down on the bottom. Bradley Wilson is not going away on the high side. We got a great battle for the lead here. Tyler Justice now again thinking about making it 3 wide. But he thinks the better of it again. And he is literally pushing the 19 down the back straightaway. Tyler Justice is great on those fresh tires. Looks like out of turn 4, the 19, Mike Bruno will take the lead from the 88 of Bradley Wilson. Tyler Justice and Bradley Wilson will now battle for second.
Good side-by-side racing. Giving those cars behind them, though, an opportunity to come up, Dewey, and catch up to the leaders. The 88 kind of mired on the outside of the groove, on the outside lane. And then you got the 78 coming into the bottom. Is he going to try and split them here coming into turn 1?
Those guys definitely battling hard in the 78. He may be thinking about trying to make a move here.
Between the 7 and the 88
all over
in the
his
middle
back
of turn
bumper.
1, Dewey. They just kind of door slammed each other, but they both hang on to it. We're going to stay green.
Looks like the 7 car just could not get into the corner, and they made contact. Ryan Broderick able to get around the 07 Gordon Legend Jr. He cracks the top 10.
Huge run by the 25 Hargrove, DJ Hargrove, on the inside of the 88 of Bradley Wilson going into turn 3. See if he can hold on to it coming out of 4, take away that position at the start-finish. He drops to the bottom, but the 88 Bradley Wilson's got some help coming across the line. Is he going to hold on to the position? He is. Coming out of turn 2, he's got a heck of a run on the high side.
Even with some left front damage, Bradley Wilson looking strong on the high side.
Yeah, that little damage might have just helped him out, made him a little looser to handle the tight conditions we've been experiencing tonight, Dewey. It's a little wedge adjustment for him there.
Ryan Broderick all over. Christopher Matthews for 9th. Corey Walters right there in front of him as well. While these guys are battling, that's allowing the 32 car to catch him up and put him down. He shoots down to the inside of Christopher Matthews, almost down to the inside of the 25 DJ Hargrove. So definitely keep your eye on that 32 car as we keep going through these green flags. That's very fast.
Yeah, definitely, Dewey. He really is. Just riding back here with the 99, Ronald White. He's been riding around in the back, being patient, taking his time tonight. He had a pretty good run last week. Looking forward to see him moving up through there to the end of the race. He's usually pretty good at holding on to his equipment. Single car team, Ronald White running by himself this year. Hopefully he can pick up an extra sponsor and maybe get himself on a team and get some help out. He's definitely one heck of a race car driver, in my opinion, doing it all by himself out here.
Definitely good to see him running well. We got a lot of duking it out going on here for 6th. David Levine, DJ Hardgrove battling hard, but Ryan Broderick and Christopher Matthews are right there, as well as the 114 of Jared Beasley, and now the 88 car of Bradley Wilson getting sucked into this pack. They are 3 and 4 wide at times. This is just crazy.
Like 25
Ryan Broderick
DJ
trying to
Hardgrove's
sneak by.
Position coming out.
These guys are really battling hard right now. The 88 car is spinning down to the inside.
And ends up going down pit road.
Great save by the 88 of Bradley Wilson, but a tough break as he's going to lose a ton of spots. Mike Bruno ahead by almost 2 seconds over Tyler Justice. Andrew Cardinal in 3rd. Austin Jones gets passed by DJ Hargrove for 4th.
Christopher Matthews moving up, getting a push by the 32 car. He's been moving up pretty steady. He's going on the outside of the 78 now. Coming to the high side in 6th position. He's gaining on the 25 going through.
78 has some damage to his car, and he is dropping like a rock right now. Not good news for Austin Jones. Looks like we had some contact between the 77 Cody West and the 07 of Gordon Larson Jr. Gordon Larson lost a couple of spots here. Still battling hard. But the 2 cars it seems to watch right now, the 92 of Christopher Matthew of Ryan Broderick, these guys have basically worked together and fought through that whole pack. They're looking to pass DJ Hargrove, who currently sits in 4th, and Jared Beasley is right there behind these guys looking to follow them as well. These 3 cars have worked through that entire pack, and they're fast.
It's like somebody who's just been riding around the back, saving his tires for the last 10, 11, 15 laps. Dewey is the 24 car, Alan Westman, in the second to none graphics, no brakes TV car. He's going to start picking it up here pretty quick. I think he's just been holding off, saving his equipment as long as he can. He's going to start picking cars off now. He's on the outside of Gordon Larson Jr. in the 7L. Gordon dives down to try to take the position back and was unable to get by.
Ryan Broderick in 5th right now, able to get by the 92 Christopher Matthews, and he's hunting down DJ Hargrove for 4th. It's been a great battle between all these guys in this pack.
That time by Dewey, the leader ran a 31.07 and Ryan Broderick ran a 31.09, so he's keeping pace with the leaders moving through the pack right now. He's able to get into some clean air. Look out, he's going to come charging to the front, moving into 4th position now.
Ryan Broderick's on the move. The 81 car, Andrew Cardinal, all over Tyler Justice for 2nd. Tyler Justice trying to hold him off, but the 81 car just got a good run on the 7. He's down to his inside. A little bit of contact, no harm, no foul.
Oh, 22 gets in the Haviland car, gets loose. Looks like we're going to stay under green. He saved it. Now we're under caution. 24 was able to slip below and pick up 2 spots.
Billy Hargrove, major damage.
Well, Dewey, that's going to leave us 31 to go this time by. I think we're going to see everybody on pit road for a final green flag run to try to get to the end.
It'll be interesting to see what strategies play out. I don't know if a lot of these guys are paying attention, but that 32 car earlier on in the race did really, really well on old tires. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out, because we can definitely make it to the end here. But definitely a tough break for the 22 Billy Hargrove, the 12 Corey Walters. They were running very well, battling for positions in the top 10, and it's a tough break for those guys racing hard. Billy Hargrove was doing good, and it seems like almost everybody's going to come down pit road, including Ryan Broderick. So Mike Bruno leads them down.
And it doesn't look like anybody's going to gamble tonight, Dewey, to stay out, to gain some track position and hope for another caution. Looks like everybody else on the lead lap all came down pit road. Tyler Justice got a lot of damage on the right front of his car.
I believe that was from the contact with the 88 of Bradley Wilson whenever they were battling there for the second position, as Bradley Wilson dropped all the way to the back just trying to hang on to his stuff. And it looks like
The race off pit road is going to go to Mike Bruno. Ryan Broderick comes out second, followed by Tyler Justice.
a great stop there by the 32, able to put himself in prime position here to try and battle for the lead and get himself back out to where he was dominating earlier in the night.
Looks like the 86 and the 12 are going to get the waiver on them. They'll be back on the lead lap. They chose to pit instead and worked on getting a lucky dog, I think belonged to John Barron in the 69 car.
John Barron's had a long evening. He was involved in that very first caution, and that car just been worked on and worked on and worked on all evening long. And John Barron not giving up on that race car. We'll see if he can't salvage a good finish here after being involved in that early caution. We'll run through your top 10 here. Mike Bruno in first, and it's Ryan Broderick, Tyler Justice, Austin Jones, and Cody West. Jared Beasley in sixth, David Levine. Eighth is Christopher Matthews, ninth, DJ Hargrove, and 10th is Alan Westman.
Looks like the lights will go out on the pace car this time by Dewey. That should leave us about 27 to go at the green. Want to make a big shout out to the Disabled Military Veterans Racing for being the primary sponsor of our series this year here in the ARCA. Also want to say a big shout out to SimSpec PC for sponsoring us tonight, to having everybody out there in TV land go over to www.simspecp.com. And they are experts at building simulator PCs. Whether you're flying, driving, whatever you want to do, they can get you taken care of. And also tonight on board is oilhancocks.com. Go check them out and use the code THUNDER17 and get yourself a sweet discount on that men's fragrance. Is actually what it is. You would think it'd be with racing some type of an oil, but it's actually a men's fragrance. From what I understand, the people that have used it have liked it considerably. So go on out there and take a look at them at HancockOil.com, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you to the disabled military veterans out there. If it wasn't for the stuff that you guys have done for us, we wouldn't be able to enjoy this tonight. So to you and all your brothers and sisters who are currently serving or have served or getting ready to serve, we thank you very much for everything that you've done for our country. Again, that's the Disabled Military Veterans Racing Group.
Yes, a very big thank you to them. As you said, that's one of the main reasons why we get to enjoy racing, whether it's on a sim rig or in the real world.
It's like we got them paired up side by side, Dewey. We're coming to the green this time by. Pace car should be
Mike
ducking off here
Bruno, Ryan
momentarily.
Broderick. We'll see what happens.
Should be interesting because the high line coming out of turn 2 has usually been pretty good, but the 19 and the 7 teammates get a huge jump on the 32.
Austin Jones also looking at the inside.
Dude, I think we're going to see it again like we've seen all race long. The 7 gets a huge jump to start out. He's really fast in the beginning of the run. But then I think his equipment starts to go away and his tires start to wear out and the rest of the field reels him back in. I wonder if Mike Bruno is going to have the same problem. I know that they have to remain as fast as they can to stay in front of that 32 of Ryan Broderick, who's been definitely the class of the field tonight. Moved his way back from the front, back to the front twice now. We got a caution on
Speedway.
Oh, it looks like the 24 of Alan Westland's going tumbling down the backstretch.
We'll hit the replay button here and see what happened. It looks like TJ Hargrove, Alan Westman, and David Pisa were all battling. David made it 3 wide, got into the 25. 25 down to the inside, but David came up and hit Alan Westman. And that was only the beginning. It looks like nobody hit the 62 of David Heise, but Alan Westman got drilled by the 69 car in turn 3 and 4 of John Barron. So a lot of cars involved with that 24 car. I'm not sure if that guy, Alan Westman, be able to drive that car anymore. That was a hard hit.
Tough break there. The 62 David Heise was just coming down to the inside of Alan Westman, trying to make a move for position, and then unfortunately the other car came up and got into him. Just not enough room. Everybody, two, 3 cars there fighting after the same real estate, do we?
Yeah, they definitely know that they're running out of time, trying to make the most of it. That was a massive wreck.
Tell you what, one of those guys who's been able to take advantage of those mistakes by other drivers tonight, Gordon Larson, gets by again on the high side and is going to be able to pick up 3 positions after that wreck.
It's interesting to see how that plays out, as the 88 Bradley Wilson was on pit road. Looks like Andrew Cardinale came on pit road as well. Look, a couple of these guys hitting pit road one last time.
Gonna have a little bit of a shootout going back here, but one thing you got to keep in mind, nobody pitted after these laps.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this plays out. I don't think anyone's going to come down pit road unless the first 2 cars do, no matter who's up there. There's just too much track position to lose. If you're running 3rd, you come down pit road, nobody else does, you're kind of out of luck.
Yeah, and we just pitted back on lap 98, so we've only got about 4 or 5 laps on these tires, really. So the leader should still be pretty good out there, but it would be interesting to see what kind of jump Ryan Broderick's going to get on this.
Yeah, as Mike Bruno and Tyler Justice on the point, they started 1st and 3rd on that last restart, and they got a great jump there. But now they start side by side, so it'll be interesting to see how that restart plays out between those 2. The lights are still on the pace car here. And I think this time by they will go out and we will go green next time by.
Oh, here we go, dude. When we go back green this time, we'll have 15 cars on the lead lap. Bringing up the rear in that 15th position will be Bradley Wilson. In front of him will be DJ Hardgrove. Our Andrew Cardinale in front of him. Billy Hartgrove's holding his own grown in 12th position.
And 11th place there, Terry Mason, the points leader, involved in that first caution there. He definitely fought back after a long, long night here. Put himself in 11th, and he's got a chance at a top 10. Ronald White right in front of him, but he definitely needs to make as many positions as he can to try and keep his points lead.
How about that 99 car Ronald White, Dewey, making his way up to the top 10?
He's done a great job. He's just saved his stuff, not raced anybody too hard, dodged all the wrecks, put himself into a top 10 right now. Ronald doing very well here tonight. Through 3 and 4, pace car should dip down on the pit road and we should be back underway. That's around 20 laps to go. We'll see how this one shakes out. We're on the gas. We're back underway here at Kentucky.
As we've seen later on in this race, Dewey, the 19's been doing pretty good with his restarts getting out front, where the 7 has usually been fast early, but it's faded off. I wonder if the 7's going to do any blocking for his partner, keep him up front, with the 32 being definitely the class of the field tonight as far as speed goes. If we get about 4 or 5 laps into this run, I think it's going to be tough to hold the 32 car off. He's figured something out on this track tonight, and he has got it rolling, Dewey. He's came from the back twice now.
Fast. He's got to try and work his way around Tyler Justice and then Mike Bruno. Those are 2 cars that are not easy to get around. And Austin Jones has been running in the top 5 all evening. He is not one to count out either, as he was right behind them. A mistake made by any of these cars, Austin Jones will capitalize.
Doing a little racing back here between the 84 and the 77. The 84 ducks to the bottom, takes a position, pulls a little bit of a slide job. Good old dirt track Sunday night racing going on.
Jared Beasley in the 114 trying to crack the top 5. Cody West trying to keep the top 5. Those guys really duking it out. Cracking into the top 10, 88 of Bradley Wilson. He was one of the cars that pitted along with DJ Hardgrove. Had a little bit of damage from that last yellow. He's in 11th. Bradley Wilson had restarted on the back, so his car definitely coming to him along with the 25 DJ Hardgrove here late. Austin Jones now looking to the inside of Ryan Broderick to 3rd.
Like our leader's been able to pull off a half-second lead over his teammate, the 7, Tyler Justice. 32, Ryan Broderick running 3rd. The 78 and the 84 battling out for position in 4th and 5th. Looked like the 32 got a little loose coming out of turn 4 and just barely kissed the wall. Didn't hurt his momentum at all, Dewey, so he's definitely still moving quick down on the outside of the 78 and maintain that 3rd spot.
Yeah, definitely a close call, but he was holding on to it. The 114 now dives to the inside. Austin Jones, Jared Beasley trying to make his presence known here late. He's running in the 5th position. Ryan Broderick able to clear the 78 of Austin Jones, see if he can't run down Tyler Justice. He's 6/10 ahead of him currently. We're coming up on 10 to go.
That time by, Dewey, the leader ran a 30 with a 79, and Mr. Broderick is able to run an identical lap time. So right now they're running identical lap times, and we saw that in the first long green flag run. I think as the laps count down, that 32 Ryan Broderick might have something for him, but as long as Mike Bruno in the SimSpec TV car can hold his position, hold his line, and keep those lap times up, he's going to be tough to get around. Like you said, he's got to get by, Ryan's got to get by the 7 or Tyler Justice, the leader's teammate, first.
And as we say that, Tyler Justice closes the gap a little bit on his teammate of Mike Bruno. And I believe that's the last thing these guys, owner of SimSpec, want to see, is them battling for the lead with the 32 of Ryan Broderick able to close in. I think once you get the cars out on the track, I don't think teammates really matter as much as wins. So it's interesting to see what will happen, as Tyler Justice is definitely reeling in the 19 of Mike Bruno.
Oh, we got a caution. Caution on the raceway. Looks like, just going to say, Dewey, yeah, once you get inside of 15 laps, I think it's every man for themselves. So, you know what? I'd rather see my 2 guys up front running side by side up front, trying to work for the win, than having them riding around the back if I'm a team owner. But that being said, we're going to have about 8 to 7 laps remaining when we go back green, so we're going to have a wild shootout. I wonder who's going to take tires and who isn't going to try and come in and pick up tires for this lap. Is somebody up front going to give up the track position? You never know.
I'm curious to see that too. It seems like the 88 of Bradley Wilson looped it around in 3 and 4 that brought out the caution.
I'm riding on the pace car
looking
out the back window to see who's going to pit and who isn't.
I'm thinking everyone's going to stay out, but you never know what's going on with these guys. I think the 32 car is better on older tires, whereas the 19 and the 7 are better on fresher tires. But they can't give up that track position if no one else pulls in. So I think you'll see everybody stay out, but we will see here.
Yeah, I think where this will benefit is the 5th and 6th place teams. It looks like 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Oh, Ryan Broderick stays out as predicted. So does Christopher Matthews. Looks like we have the leaders on pit road. We're going to have an interesting run here with 10 laps to go.
When we take the green, we're going to be close to 5 laps to go. I'm not sure if this was the right move, but we'll see if this plays out for these guys. Tyler Justice was the first car off pit road. He's followed by Cody West, Austin Jones, David Levine, Gordon Larson Jr., then Mike Bruno. So Mike Bruno's team, not a very good stop there.
No, I would have imagined tomorrow morning they're going to look at the replay on that pit stop. They're going to have a little discussion in a team meeting about their pit crew that time. Tough break, you know, must have had a right rear wheel. They were struggling to get it on or something, because that was a pretty slow stop for them. That gave them up quite a few positions.
Ryan Broderick and Christopher Matthews will now run positions 1 and 2. Third will go to Tyler Justice. Fourth is Cody West. And fifth is Austin Jones. Sixth will be David Levine. Seventh and Larson Jr. Eighth is Mike Bruno. Ninth is Jared Beasley. And 10th is Andrew Cardinal.
It's all going to come down to the restart, Dewey. If the 32 can get away from the 7 on the restart, he's going to have a pretty good opportunity. That car is going to become very, very wide for anybody to try to get by him in these closing laps.
Definitely. Also, he's got to try and fight off the 92 of Christopher Matthews, who's ran well all night long, as the 92 and the 32 both worked together to get through that pack of cars earlier on in the evening, and Christopher Matthews proved not so easy to get around. As we said earlier, tough break. 24 car Alan Westman pulls it behind the wall officially, and he is done, as he was running great this evening. Definitely a tough break for him getting involved in that accident, but he is done for the evening here. With just a handful of laps to go, lights are out on pace car. Next time by 6 to go.
Well, this is going to be it, Dewey. 6 to go, 6-lap shootout for all the marbles tonight. I don't know, you think the 32 is going to be able to hold them off?
I don't know. Time will tell. This is going to be a good race to the finish here. A lot of fast cars up front. We'll see what happens. A lot of guys hungry for a win, and not a lot of laps to get it done.
David Levine's definitely a huge mover tonight in 6th position. He started the race in 20th. 14 positions he's moved up. Obviously, Ryan Broderick, who started 27th, who didn't qualify tonight, he's moved up through the field twice now from front to back. And here he is leading with 6 to go as we come out of turn 4, getting ready to go green.
And the 32 gets spun into the 77 by the 7. A lot of contact. 7 car smashes down the infield. Almost the whole field involved.
Wow. We're staying green, Dewey. The 92.
Somehow everybody kept going. Austin Jones on the outside of the 92 of Christopher Matthews. And look out, because David Levine is there as well.
Oh, the 59 gets
contact.
The 32 loose. The caution is out, and
Cody
with
Jones
5 to
around.
go,
Cody
I don't
West,
know. We might get back to 1 to go.
Austin Jones able to take advantage of that. West was around. 92 of Christopher Matthews with a lot of damage.
All right, boys, here we go. We'll see if anybody pits here. I think we may have 1 to go. This might do it. It's tough to tell, Dewey.
Yeah, we'll see what it comes down to here. Austin Jones able to keep his cool, keep his car at the front.
How about DJ Hargrove in the 25 sneaking up into 3rd place? Right behind him, Billy Hargrove running 4th. Yeah, that crash took out a lot of good cars on that restart. Tough break for a bunch of drivers. It looked like the 32 just wasn't able to get going. 27 or the 7 got loose and took out a lot of the cars back there that were running in the top 10.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys that were running great. Gordon Larson Jr. was up to top 5. Cody West was in the top 5. I know he had to contact a little later, but he had damage from that. You know, David Levine has a lot of damage. A tough break for a lot of these guys who are running really well and just nothing that they could do.
Austin Jones is your leader in the 78, followed by 32, Ryan Broderick, the 25 of DJ Hargrove, and the 22 of Billy Hargrove, rounding out your top 4. Looks like we may have 1 lap to go, boys. This time by, Dewey, the lights should go out on the pace car. That'll leave 1 to go. This.
Man, this race has been exciting from the very beginning, and full of drama, whether it's good or bad. It makes it good to watch. So
Gonna be pretty interesting, Dewey. You know, it has been a very exciting race. A lot of side-by-side racing up front, in the middle, out back. Great job by everybody out here tonight. That was, you know what? Mile and a half at Kentucky, tough track to run, but you know what? Looks like we're going to have 1 to go and stay under caution. That's going to bring the 78 in for Austin M. Jones. Will be our winner tonight.
yeah, Austin Jones going to come away with the win, as we are not able to get back under green here. Wow, that was a crazy race. So we'll see if we can't catch up with some of the guys in the top 3, DJ Hargrove, Ryan Broderick, or Austin Jones. So we'll go ahead and give you your rundown as they make it across the line to take the checkered. Austin Jones will be your victor here tonight at Kentucky. Ryan Broderick in second, DJ Hargrove in third, Billy Hargrove in fourth, Jared Beasley in fifth. A great run for the 99. Ronald White comes home in sixth. Harry Mason able to recover, bringing that car home in 7th. Corey Walters 8th, Andrew Cardinal 9th, and Mike Bruno in 10th. Christopher Matthews credited with 11th. 12th goes to Bradley Wilson. 13th, tough break for Gordon Larson. 14th is the 7th car of Tyler Justice after having a great car all night. 15th is Cody West. 16th, David Levine. 17th, David Heiza. 18th, John Barron. 19th, Derek Robinson. 20th, Alan Westman. 21st, Clayton Curtis. 22nd, Jesse Mason. And 23rd is Craig Lerman. We'll see if we can't catch up with some of these guys. And Tommy V, who caught up here with the 2nd place finisher in the 32 car, Ryan Broderick. Ryan, definitely a tough race, but you come home with 2nd. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was a good race. I made a few mistakes in it myself. I missed my pit box once and then got caught speeding. I had to keep coming from the back, but I felt like I had a pretty good car, and I knew Austin, Mike, and Tyler were going to be tough to beat there at the end.
Definitely, Mark. You were definitely the class of the field. You came from the back all the way to the front, and then from the back to the front again. Tell us about those runs and what were you seeing on those long green flag runs? Were you just able to save your equipment better, or did you find something quicker line around the track?
Probably in the last week between 3 other leagues I've done about 500 laps of this track. They all seem to be, every single league I was in was at this track the last 5 or 6 days. So I was pretty familiar with how to get the left front on the seams, get the car to rotate in the turn so you can save your front tires on the first few laps while keeping some.
I'd have to say those runs you put on tonight was pretty impressive. It was a lot of fun to watch you. Congratulations on your finish of 2nd place. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Richard Hubert Motorsports for giving me this opportunity in this car. This car was fast tonight, and as always, Tide Products. Yeah, and Michael and Bradley for putting on this league.
Well, definitely a great run tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week, and enjoy the celebration of the 2nd place finish.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys.
That was Mr. Broderick, 2nd place finisher, and caught up here with your 3rd place finisher, DJ. Definitely a tough race and some wild and crazy things happening at the end, but you came home with 3rd.
Yeah, it was a great race. The end got a little nuts, as you guys seen. A lot of confusion there at the end, but we were able to bring it home 3rd, and our old man right behind us in 4th. Pretty good run for tonight for the Go Fast team.
Yeah, you guys are definitely doing great out there, and I heard over your radio chatter that you heard say check up, and you thought that maybe the yellow was going to come out, but it never did. But you kind of lucked out there and able to hold on to 3rd, and yeah, it's just a crazy race. That's racing, and that's what makes it fun. And what did you think of the race overall for you, and how the track was and how your car was?
Track and the car were great tonight. It was a fun race, man. I had a blast out there. Nice long runs, just enough cautions, keep everybody nice and close, and it was a great run tonight, man. Everybody did great. I'd like to thank Bradley and Michael for doing their jobs. NMNTS, everybody in here did a great job tonight.
Yeah, they definitely did, and it was a lot of fun watching you and your old man finish back-to-back in 3rd and 4th tonight. The old man, Billy Hargrove, and the fisherman, DJ Hargrove. Congratulations tonight on that 3rd place run. Have a great evening celebrating that third place run tonight, DJ, and the fourth place finish with the old man. Have a great week, and we hope to see you next week.
Thanks a lot, guys. Doing great out there.
Now is DJ Hargrove finishing in the third position. See if we can't get Austin Jones in here. And tonight's winner here at Kentucky, Austin Jones, congratulations on the victory.
I appreciate that, man. That was a lot of fun.
One heck of a run here tonight in the Disabled Military Veterans ARCA Series tonight, Austin. What did you see happen there on the restart that you were able to jump out front the way that you did?
Well, I think the 32 was leading, and I guess the 7 tried to jump it, and I guess he got into the back of him, and so I checked up, and then they ended up getting turned around, so I just went for it, and the 92 was out front, and I wasn't sure if we were still green, but I kept it down, and I passed him, so then caution come out. So I don't know if I had the fastest car tonight. We was probably a good top 5 car, but anyways, I'll take it any way I can.
Darn right. It's all about putting yourself in position for the opportunity to win. You definitely did that by keeping your car up front. Mistake by the leaders. You get to capitalize. Congratulations on the win. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank everybody at the David Levine Racing Team, Evolution Race Cars for everything they do for me. Dante Curtis, he's lost a family member this past week, so this one goes out to him. But he's the one that painted this pretty thing with the Evolution Race Cars. So got to thank everybody there. Just good hard race.
Yeah, definitely. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy the celebration tonight, and we look forward to watching your run next weekend.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
That was Austin Jones, tonight's winner, and wow, that was a crazy finish to the night here, Tom.
That it was. It just came down to that last restart, and that's generally what happens when you get close to that end of the race and you start having the restarts like that with the cautions. It's one of those racing things that happens quite frequently. We see it all the time, but you know what? It is what it is. Those guys that finished 1, 2, and 3 took advantage of it and were able to put their cars, you know what? Austin deserved that win. He had his car in position to win. And that's all you can really do is get yourself up there up front for a position to win. And you know what? He was able to take advantage of a mistake by the 7, getting into the 32, and take home the win tonight at the Disabled Military Veterans Racing at Kentucky 125 and Under the Lights.
It was definitely fun, and it was definitely what you want out of a race. Drama all the way to the end. Congratulations again, Austin Jones, on the victory. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in tonight. We really appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe, like the video. We're on Facebook, No Brakes TV. The NMNTS is also on Facebook. We had a couple sponsors here tonight, Tommy V. I know you got those guys all dialed up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it before we sign off?
Yeah, definitely, Dewey. We've got to make a huge shout out to 2 of our sponsors tonight for being on board with the NMNTS ARCA Disabled Military Veterans Racing at Kentucky tonight. First and foremost, SimSpec PC Towers. You can go check them out at www.simspec.com. Pretty good group of guys there. They're pretty smart at what they do. They build some great PCs for simulator racing, any kind of sim PC you're looking for. They have many different levels that you can look at. Some that are good for your budget, and if you want to go a little bit higher, you can do that too. And our other is Oil Hancocks. You can check them out at www.oilhancocks.com and shop the promo code of Thunder17 online there. No matter where you might be headed, we got you covered, guaranteed. That's Oil Hancocks. So big thank you to those 2 for being on board tonight with the race, and hope to see you guys check in next week also. You know what, Dewey? It was fun. It was exciting. Big thanks to No Brakes TV for putting us on, and Tom Jenks up in the camera booth doing a fantastic job again. Look forward to being with you again next weekend, and I think our next race is going to be, is it on Tuesday with NMNTS?
Yeah, it'll be Tuesday at Iowa in the Grand National Series. Looking forward to that race. scheduled for tomorrow night, UDSRA Sprint Cars at Williams Grove, unless otherwise posted. If you want to follow along with what we are broadcasting, make sure to check us out on Facebook. If you subscribe on YouTube, you also get the little notification every time we go live. Once again, we want to thank everybody. We want to thank everyone at the NMNTS and all the sponsors for having us. We have a blast doing this. I'm Dewey Lorizell for Tom Vanas and Tom Jinks. We are No Breaks TV. We want to thank everybody, and everyone, please have a good night.